This isn't your traditional Swiss bank building. Opened in 2012, Credit Suisse's new complex on the outskirts of Zurich couldn't be more different from its headquarters downtown. Oettlihof 2 is a showcase for the future of Switzerland's most important industry. Not just because of the edgy design, the futuristic workstations and lounges where employees can unwind Silicon Valley style, but because of what you can't see. This is capital efficiency at work. 3 months after completing Oettlihof 2, Credit Suisse sold the complex for $1 billion to Norway's sovereign wealth fund. It's all part of CEO Brady Dugan's grand plan to shrink Credit Suisse into a company that can survive under some of the world's toughest banking rules, all without a government bailout.
There's no doubt that when Switzerland came out with their regulatory framework, which was considered to be pretty harsh and was very early, I think most observers around the world said, well, that's going to be very difficult to operate under that regime.
A challenge for any chief executive, let alone an American who doesn't speak German, running a national institution like Credit Suisse. Dugan embraced it. Since the financial crisis, he's cut $3.3 billion of costs, exited businesses, sold off illiquid assets like real estate, and raised capital.
I think we have dramatically transformed our investment banking business so that it really is the investment bank of the future in terms of how banks are going to have to operate, I think, in the new environment.
That, in a nutshell, is Dugan's big gamble. Other CEOs are pushing back against regulation and denying they're too big to fail. Dugan doesn't believe in fighting a battle you can't win. So if Credit Suisse can't compete on size, he has to rely on other strengths.
There are some real positives as well from being a Swiss bank. I mean, I think there are a few sort of iconic brands in the world that are nationally affiliated, but Swiss banking is one of those. And so, certainly for our private banking franchise, for instance, I think that's actually a real benefit.
Except the timing could be better there too. Not only is Switzerland no longer a haven for tax cheats, Credit Suisse has yet to settle U.S. claims that it hid client assets in numbered bank accounts, an overhang on the stock price. Since the market bottomed out in 2009, Credit Suisse shares have gained just 8%. Arch rival UBS is up 64%. No wonder some investors have called for Dugan's head. No chance, says Chairman Urs Rohner.
Well, there's absolutely no indication whatsoever why there should be discussion about the current composition of management, in particular about the CEO. There's no reason for it. I think we are on a very good track in terms of executing on the strategy that we have jointly agreed and decided upon. And from that perspective, I see absolutely no reason why we should change anything.
Dugan's best hope is that regulators in the US, the UK, and Germany resist the pressure to water down banking rules. Then everybody else will be playing catch-up, and he can finish what he started.
We've done a lot of that work. I think we're probably 80–85% of the way through. We still have some work to do on all those fronts. We've got a lot of momentum, but we just need to continue to drive it forward. So I think actually consistency would be, is a real virtue right now.